Hi, I'm Congressman Tim Ryan. I want to wish a hearty congratulations to the graduating class of 2020. You've seen in this senior year just how much change can happen in the world. And you may know better than any other graduating class the amount of change that's happening in the country and in the world. A few years back, I was reading a book that had two different statistics in it, two different points that the author was making that I found very interesting, and I think you will too. The average life span is 650,000 hours. 650,000 hours. Doesn't seem like a whole lot. And later on in the book, he mentioned that if you reorganized the human body with all of the electrical currents and all of the energy, that body, our bodies, would have the power of 10 hydrogen bombs. So you have 650,000 hours, a very short period of time, but yet you have the power of 10 hydrogen bombs to utilize in that short little span of time. And what you've learned up to this point has prepared you for how to utilize that power and that energy in such a short period of time. And now you're moving into a world that you know better than anybody. As a graduating class that has had to deal with so much uncertainty in the last few months, your last year of high school, that the world is filled with change all the time. The only thing that is certain is uncertainty. And so knowing that in such a deep way because of the experience of the past few months and few years, I think you're better prepared than most graduating classes for the kind of change that's dramatically happening in the world. And a lot of the change that's been accelerated in the past few months, we are going to see dramatic shifts in our economy and healthcare and education and the environment and globalization. All of this has been changed just in a very short period of time. So you're moving into the world, I think, extremely prepared to handle that change, to navigate that change, and to recognize that you have the power and the ability to do it, and you only have a short time to make it happen. I learned something a few weeks back that I want to share with you in closing. And it's a sports psychologist who works for the Seattle Seahawks and very high-risk athletes, high-risk performers. And he was teaching them and teaching us through a seminar exactly how you become a peak performer. You may know it as being in flow, performing in flow, or being in the zone like top athletes or performers can find themselves. And his whole point was you can actually teach people how to get into the zone. And he taught us like this. He said you have three mindsets. You have a negative mindset, which is very narrow and constricted mindset. You have a positive mindset, which obviously is more open and positive about the results that can happen. And then he talked about no mind. So negative mind, positive mind, no mind. And no mind is when you are in that flow state, when you are absolutely in the moment performing at the highest level. But here's the interesting point. He said you cannot get into no mind. You cannot get into the zone. You cannot get into flow state from a negative mindset. That you have to go from a negative mindset to a positive mindset, and then maybe you can get into the zone at some point. And I wanted to share that with you because when you look in so many ways in our world today, that it could be negative. It could be overly negative, and it could bombard us with negativity. And so if you want to be a peak performer, if you want to move into a high-functioning adult, then you have to really work at getting away from the negative mindset into a more positive mindset. And that will not just benefit you, that will benefit all of us. That'll benefit the community that you live in, that'll benefit your family, that'll benefit your country. And so with such a short amount of time, 650,000 hours, but tremendous power, moving into a world of great change and uncertainty, keep it positive. Be an optimist. See the best in people. See the best in yourself. We all believe in you, and we wish you the best of luck as you go out there, and we'll all be here to support you. God bless.